G'day viewers, Paul Hogan. Chris Atkins with the Car Wash Chronicles. Only Aussies will get that one. We're back at the car wash for day number 8 or 9. I think it's 9 for the car wash renovation. What are we gonna do today? That's the big question. I don't know, but let's go inside. We did a little work. I didn't film it, so let me show you exactly what we did inside. It's getting exciting because it's the moving parts that make all the stuff come out in the bays. Well, it's everything, but let me see. So let's go check it out. Oh yeah, I forgot this is here. We've had this for the last couple of days, doing the lights and air dryers and all that stuff. I've never driven one before. Edwin's not here for another half hour. Let me see, let me check it out. He did show me a while back how to use it. I believe you just pull this and move it back. Let's try. Let's see how we go. This could end bad. Okay, it's working good. Look at me, first timer. First time, I got it. Actually quite proud of myself with that. He showed me like years ago how to use it and all I did was pull the thing. It was all in place. So let's see what we got. So there has been work with the terminal strips on the new board. Look at this. All the wires are labeled. Unlike my other car washes where wires are just everywhere, you don't know what's what, but these are all completely labeled. We've got the blower, we've got the ground, we've got the spot free, high soap, trifoam, and all my functions in the bay. So whenever you make the selection, this wire runs to the rotary switch or the terminal strip behind the faceplate or whatever. It's set up a little differently than my other ones, so even I'm still learning as we go along. But whenever they put it on the selection, say their soap brush, sends a signal here. This is gonna have wire run into the low pressure system, which will be here. And that's what's gonna send the liquid out into the bays. So it's kind of like a master artwork. And then we're gonna put all the contactors down here, make it all nice and neat. And this is all gonna be nice. So I'm excited about that. We have the cap pumps in place for the most part. Look at that, 6 brand new cap pumps. I am excited to get these bad boys up and running. That's a brand new motor right there. So that's very exciting. Had to order these cap pump rail holders. Not tied down yet, of course, but they're all in place, ready to go. And gonna get that motor hooked up, and next week it's all gonna get a lot more work done on it. So next week we're gonna hopefully finish off this, get this running. We've got to get all the hoses still, go from here, which is the high pressure water tank, gravity fed down here to the pumps. And that's what's going on next week. So in terms of progress, I've had the car wash for I think a little over 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And I'm happy with it. You know, I can't complain. We've been working hard. We've stripped the whole place. We've put in a lot of stuff. So I feel like we're definitely crossed the halfway mark. Probably closer to, well, maybe 60% done. So once we get all the wiring done, once we get all the pumps hooked up with the new hoses, then, you know, we head on over to the finishing touches, which is painting the place, putting the signs on the walls, putting the hoses in the bays, which will be on the day that we open, because we don't want to put them in the bays and not be open. People are going to probably take them. And put the holders up and all that kind of stuff. So it's coming along nicely. Like I said, we're probably, I feel, over the halfway mark, and it's coming along nicely. But in terms of in the bays, not much has changed since I showed you last. We've got the locks there. These are the old terminal strips. They're gonna be switched out. I got all the booms going. Oh, I don't think I've showed you these. These are the new blowers. These are the air blower, whatever you call. So usually I have the motors on the roof above the bay, and we just have a little hose coming down. I'm putting the motors inside here, so it's going to be a lot more quiet and peaceful for people when they use it. Obviously there's a house right there, so I wanted to respect them. If I had the blower on the roof and people were using the blower motor for 3, 4, 5 minutes, it's going to be really loud for them. And if it's at 2 in the morning, it's not a good look. So I'm being a little respectful. I put all the blower motors inside, and it's going to run through this pipe out into the bays. So again, this is a first for me. I'm excited about using it. I'm excited about seeing how it's going to go. It's going to be loud for me in the motor room, so it's going to be tough. But who cares? I don't care. Not that I spend a lot of time in there, so I think we got a bunch of stuff as well. Oh yeah, we've got some coil hoses. We got some holders, triple foam holders. I got my new hose. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to run more wire braided hose on the roof for the triple foam. So like I said, it's coming along very nicely. I took the vacuums off the pedestals. I'd say I'm going to show you, which I will show you, but it's now just the brick pedestal, so it's not exciting. See? Not exciting. Old hose someone got from my trash bin. So yeah, we got all those old vacuums off. We're going to repair them. So I'll have 4, and I ordered 4 more, so I'm going to have 8. But I'm going to have 6 here, 1 there, 2, 2 and 1, and I'm going to take the other 1 or the other 2 to my Main Street car wash, because I only have 4 there and I see people waiting to use them. So we're going to have 6 vacuums at the Main Street car wash, which is all very exciting. So let's get to work. Here is my fancy homemade hose runner. So you grab the hose and run it like that. And hopefully it doesn't collapse. It's kind of noisy. So I just grab the hose and that's it. But first I have to go on the roof because I have to measure how long the hose needs to be. Of course, we don't want to waste hose. We don't want to cut it too short and try and save hose. We want to make it just right with maybe a foot or 2 of slack, just because slack is always good. Except for when it's coming to hard work, you don't want to be a slacker. I'm talking about hose slack. Okay, so here's what we have to do. Triple foam, we're going to figure out where we're going to put it on the bay. I'm going to put it right here. I wrote it on the wall, triple foam, it's going there. So right there, it's going to go up here. So I need the manifold to be somewhere around there. Okay, I can probably get on the roof, stick my head over, and know it's kind of, you know, use my brain, common sense. So let's go on the roof. Trust me, I've become an expert at climbing this ladder. I've been up and down probably 1,000 times over the last week. Oh my God, it's so dangerous. Keep crying, babies. So here we are. Okay, I'm going to admit I did cheap out for the triple foam. I'm going to run it through this one. Yes, it's the cheap one. It's not as thick. I didn't want to spend another 500 bucks on piping. I spent like 80 bucks on this. So we'll see how long it lasts. It'll be a good comparison to see how long this lasts versus this lasts. Might be a year versus 10 years. Might be 5 years versus 6 years. We don't know. And I did seal around here, which is dried nicely, somewhat. Still got some drying to do, I guess. With Henry's. So all other hoses are going through the black one. Triple foam is going to go through this one. Triple foam is going to be in the bay. Oh, scary. There's the wall. I'm on the wall, it's about halfway. So the manifold will be somewhere around here. I'm going to drill a hole in the roof, run the hose down to the mount that I'm going to put down there to hold it. So you guys will see. And then I'm gonna run it through here, keep it out of the sun. It's gonna run along here, and then it's gonna go down here to my low pressure system. And you guys are gonna laugh at me for this one, but I don't care. I do what it takes, and it's kind of a cheap way. Let me show you what I did to keep the manifolds out of the sun. Go ahead and laugh in the comments now. Tell me how stupid I am. So I got Home Depot buckets because they're like $4 or $5. And okay, that one was the first one. And I just cut it out. There's the manifold in there. And it keeps it out of the sun. We'll see how long it lasts. It might last 6 months, it might last 6 years. I don't know, but I strapped them down. Obviously we get high winds here, so that's not going nowhere. It's out of the sun. And that's it. A little bit of hose in the sun. No big deal. Like I said, it's wire braided. It's not the biggest deal. But again, I could just get something to put over it. Like this bit of wood. I could just cut this bit of wood up and just place it over the hose, then it's out of the sun. So it's all coming along nicely. I feel pretty good about it. It's the best roof I have out of all my other car washes, and I feel like it's gonna last a very, very long time. And if I get a hole somewhere, God forbid, it should be pretty easy to get to it. It's all very easy. Covered up the holes. So we just got a little hose coming out. Still got to cover up that one. Covered up the hole. So I like it. I don't care what anyone thinks or says about it. I like it. Okay, so we know that the manifold's going to be about here. So I know it's 10 feet from the roof down to the low pressure system. So whatever I measure along here, add 10 feet to it. It's going to be about here. So here we go. So 27 feet from here to the hole, 27 feet. So now we've got to add 10 feet from the hole down to the low pressure system connection. So 27 plus 10 is 37. So we go down, we measure the hose out, cut it at 37 feet, bring it up here and lay it through. So come down the ladder with me. I'm going to do this in the most unsafe way possible with one hand. Trust me, I've carried things weighing 30, 40, 50 pounds on my shoulder climbing up this unsturdy ladder. What's the worst that can happen? I fall off and die. Then I'm dead. I won't have to worry about anything in life. Okay, so we get the measuring tape. 37 feet. Here we go. Put it on there. I measured out 37 feet. I put a little marker on the ground. So let's go run the hose. Here we go, 37 feet. Hopefully it doesn't collapse. There's my little marker. So we put that there. You can see I do a few inches over just because I'm that person. And this is 37 feet. Grab the grinder and I'll grind it off right here. And that's it, take it up. And I will say that I spent like 2 days doing this with all these hoses, which I didn't film this whole process. You know, I'm filming it now just to show you. But that's all the hoses I've done. Went up, measured it, went down, ran it out, cut it, took it up, put it through. That's a hell of a job, I'll tell you that. It's not easy. That's why some videos I'm always huffing and puffing because I'm filming after doing some up and down the ladder 10 times and I'm out of breath like right now. You know, plus talking, you gotta have some good heart health to do this stuff. I tell you what. Okay, we have a dilemma. Edwin has the grinder. He's gonna be about 20 minutes. So I can't cut the hose for 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to wait. But why sit down and do nothing when I can do something productive? What else can we do for 20 minutes? Let's empty my truck. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I spoke too soon. Edwin just showed up like 2 minutes after I was about to get the boxes out of the car. So how's that for timing? Let's get the grinder and cut this damn hose. National Geographic. Here we have, crikey mate, we have an El Salvadorian coming in.
How you doing, guys?
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Ready to work?
Yes.
You got the grinder?
I feel like I sleep over here.
Yeah, you did maybe.
Yeah, I got a grinder.
All right, cool.
Everything. Yeah,
All right,
ready to go.
I like to tap it because it leaves a bunch of black soot or dust or whatever on the inside, and we don't want that. So there we have it. One hose done. 11 to go. Yahoo! Real life Mario Kart. Hey Toad. And I will say, Saturday morning, beautiful day. It's gonna be, I think, 84 degrees today. Since I've been here, we've had like 6 customers pull in to say, even though we have all this stuff out, they still pull in and say, hey, you guys open. So I'm sure there's been a bunch of customers driving by that saw all the mess and didn't stop and talk, but 6 stopped and talked and said, hey, you guys open? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, we're renovating, come back in 3 or 4 weeks. So it's gonna be a good one, I can tell. So again, I need the end of the hose to probably end up about here so I can pull it through a little more, start feeding it down, feed it through this elbow through there. So that's how it's gonna look. Right here. Through the piping. Then I'm going to attach another manifold at the end here, same like this one, and that's it. And come down inside, and here it is. Triple foam, bay 1, 1 air, 1 liquid. Triple foam system is going to go right here. Perfecto. We're going to obviously reroute all this piping. That's the spot free coming up here, spot free filter going up here. So we're going to reroute that. There's no need to have it go all the way out there. So and we got Edwin working on the lights. Day number 4. It's taking too long.
What do you mean? I'm going as fast as possible.
Yeah, right. You get paid by the hour. Oh, such speed. So much speed. 4th day doing this crap. Man. All right, we have the manifolds, 6 of them, 1 for each bay for the triple foam, and now we're going to put it on the ends. So let's go ahead and do that in the heat while I burn with my white pasty skin. So I'm going to make sure that I get bay 1 and bay 1 together on 1 and bay 2 and bay 2 on 1. Imagine if I put 1 of bay 1 and 1 of bay 2 onto 1. Wouldn't be the biggest deal, it wouldn't work, I would have to fix it and it would be a pain, but let's make sure the first time we don't make that mistake. So we got clamps, and then sometimes it's really tough to put these on, so I put a little WD-40 to lubricate it. and it slides on real nice and easy. Okay, bay 1, see, slides on nice. Bay 1. Slides on nice. One hose is longer than the other, so I'm gonna have to go down the bottom and just pull it through. And then we're gonna tighten the clamps with the nut driver. Not too tight because the clamp will just split. I've done that a couple of times. Should have just done it once and learned my lesson, but it takes a couple of times for me. Oh, maybe I'm just too strong, huh? So they're nice and firm. So there we go, bay 1 triple foam. So there you have it. Bay 1 triple foam, bay 2 triple foam. They're right next to each other in the bays, just the wall dividing, so really close. I'm gonna put a hose here, going down through the roof, and that's as far as we're gonna go for now. But now I've gotta do that exact same thing with the other bays, and the roof is coming along nice. I like it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whatever anyone else identifies as, we are done with the roof almost, but I wanted to show you guys pretty much the finished result, minus the Lowe's buckets going over these manifolds. So let's start from this end. Here we have bay 1 soap brush, there we have bay 1 tire cleaner, there's bay 1 high pressure hose running all the way down the PVC pipe inside. Here we have bay 1 and bay 2 triple foam running through this pipe, going down inside down there. Bay 2 high pressure hose, soap brush bay 2, tire cleaner bay 2, tire cleaner bay 3, soap brush bay 3, all running through here. You get the point. I don't have to do all 6 bays, you know, 1 or 2's enough. Triple foam, high pressure, tire cleaner, soap brush, high pressure, and there you go. So everything's covered as much as kind of possible, except for the bits coming out. Again, I can cover them with whatever, it doesn't matter. Get a piece of wood, get some carpet, just anything to put over it to keep it out of the sun. But like I said, it's single wire braided hose, so it's pretty durable. My other car washes, I haven't had any issues, and I've been open for coming on 6 years now, and they're kind of in the sun, so not too worried about it. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Nice clean car wash roof. All right, box number 1. We have pre-soak holders and air dryer holders. And I got these signs because a lot of people don't realize that you can put the bills in the bays. There's now bill acceptors in the bays. They still come to the bill changer. They change out $3 and they get the tokens and they just start it instead of putting the $3 bills in. So I put this for your convenience. The meter boxes in our bays now accept $1, $5, $10 bills. So hopefully that alleviates some stress and pressure off the bill changes, and people can just do the cash in the bays. So that's that for that box. New hat. Clown. Alrighty, box number 2. We have pre-soak guns. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. 6, 1 for each bay and 1 spare. We have a tire cleaner wand, just 1. I need to order more, but clean right's always out of them. Anyone got some? Let me know.
Please take them all.
Take them all. We got the red coil hose for the tire cleaner. We got the clear tint coil hose for the pre-soak. And another gun.
For what? What red means?
Red means it's non-weep. So you have to pull the trigger for it to come out, and this is for the tire cleaner.
Tire cleaner, that's it.
So instead of it coming out all the time, you pull this and it goes. How's it go?
Yeah.
And box number 3 is just fixtures and fittings, whole bunch of tees, whole bunch of 1/4-inch barbs, couple of nipples. We have elbows, check valves, and 4 manifolds. I still got to make 2 more up. So that's it. Christmas is over. Back to the 1st of the 1st. Ready to get she done. So after doing all the roof with all the hoses, the day's coming to an end, and we're exhausted, hands are dirty and filthy, climbing up and down ladders, but you know what, we're doing what we do, doing what we gotta do because we love it. So Edwin's finishing up, I'm just with the lights. I thought I'd kill some time by putting the tips inside the triple foam guns just to get a head start, because it's only a matter of time before we get started on all the in-bay equipment, which is the exciting part. And these can be a little tricky in the beginning. I was using these, and you know, it's good to get it started with that, but the cover doesn't go, you can't take the cover off, put the thing in, put the cover on over the top of the tip, because it doesn't fit. So you know, you just get it started, and this is the tool that I now use, and it's so much easier. So if you didn't know, now you know. Then you just, almost perfect. You just straighten it till it's completely up and down, nice and straight. So when they use it, it's raised vertical. It's like 0.5 millimeter off, and I won't be able to sleep tonight if I don't fix it. So there we go. That's pretty straight. So there we go. I need 6, 1 for each bay, obviously. I've done 4. So how many do I have to go? 2! All right, look at that.
Job is done, guys.
Hard to tell because it's daylight, but these are the new lights. Wow, I can picture this at nighttime. I'll check the cameras tonight. We're not gonna hang around till it gets dark. But they're the same ones I have at Barstow, and they're super bright. So Edwin, good job.
I feel pretty proud. I saw this guy to install these lights back then on Barstow, and since that time I kind of memorized it, and look,
Now you know how to do it.
yeah,
Very cool, very cool. So we have lights in the bays. We're gonna put a floodlight here, floodlight there, and a couple at the back to light up the whole front area. So the job's not done yet. Anyway, guys, that's another video for today. I know I'm probably becoming a little repetitive with the video showing the roof running all the hoses, and you're all probably getting a little bored, but anyway, whatever. For those of you who want to watch, can watch. For those of you who don't, can click off and watch something else. So it's coming along. Next video should be even more exciting. We're getting closer by the day. Say goodbye to Edwin.
goodbye, guys. See you next time.
With the Car Wash Chronicles.
See you next time.
All right, after another hard day's work, here we are sitting in our favorite Sergio's restaurant. Edwin's got a shrimp cocktail
Yeah,
and a beer. He's gonna drive home after this.
only one.
Only one. Oh my goodness, look at this. Enchilada, rice, beans, and a fish taco.
Looks incredible.
It is incredible.
After a long day.